A very good afternoon, sir. First of all, let me extend a hearty welcome on behalf of College Dunia. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time towards the thoughts on education, sir. Sir, what is your opinion on the new education policy introduced in 2020? How do you think it will help students to become industry ready?
There's a new education policy. This has been drafted by experts. It's a very student-centric one, and one has to look at this policy from a very long-term perspective. And I'm sure in the long term, this will do very good for the education sector.
Right, sir. Sir, as an integral part of the institute, what do you think that the current corporate industry expects from the students?
The corporate industry, or what I would say, the corporates, they want executives who would start performing, the day they join or in few days that they join. Now, they're thoroughly aware that these are fresh candidates and do not have much work experience. So the corporates expect that these students have and possess some amount of skills, especially marketing skills or finance skills or HR skills, the day they join. They do know that these are fresh, but at least they should have the potential and they should show these skills. They should be able to demonstrate these skills so that the industry doesn't have to spend time on their skill development. So they expect people to start performing from the day one.
Right, sir. Sir, how does the curriculum of Pune Business School ensure the best practice of the industry? Or in other words, how do you make your students industry ready, as you just mentioned?
The curriculum of a management school is in two parts. One is the fundamentals of management will always remain the same. And the second part is that business models are always going to change. Businesses are going to evolve. New businesses will come in. So we need to incorporate a good amount of curriculum based on these changes that are happening. So we need to incorporate some amount of knowledge that is required to deliver in the new corporate environment. The fundamentals of management are always going to remain the same, but the curriculum needs to be upgraded every year. And this is for the benefit of the student community to be in line with the needs of the corporate world.
Right, sir. So, as one of the leaders of the institute, what is your philosophy of leadership? Or, sir, how would you describe your leadership style?
A good leader should create leaders. The best leaders is one, who creates more and more leaders. Now, these are students. So these students are expected to be good frontline leaders. So they should be able to lead themselves and they should be able to lead their function in days ahead. So this, I would say this culture of leadership should be what a B school should possess. This starts with the faculty. So I ensure that my faculty have all the freedom to operate and are good role models and are good role leaders for the students. So that the students can imbibe these qualities from the faculty.
So you've been associated with the education sector for a while now. So according to you, what makes the education industry the best industry to work in?
Today, education definitely is one of the best sectors for a professional to work in. See, in the past education sector, 30 years back, there were very few colleges. Over the past 2 decades, number of colleges have emerged. Most of them are doing very well in trying to ensure that the best quality of managers come out of these business schools. So all colleges are doing their best. I would say they're imparting the best of knowledge. They're giving the best of skills. In the past 30 years back, colleges were by far very few. But today, there are so many colleges. So a lot of private universities have come up. A lot of private colleges have come up. That's why a number of people from the corporate are also joining the education sector. I myself have spent about 20 years in the corporate world, and I've spent about 12 years as a director of the institute. So when our kind of people come in, we are going to bring in the dynamism that is required in the education sector. And over the past 10 years and 15 years, you definitely would see that the education sector is coming on par with the corporates. At least I would say a couple of institutes for sure are coming on par with the corporates.
Right, sir. So, how does your decades of experience help you in your daily operations at Pune Business School?
Yeah, I've been in the corporate world for 20 years. I started off as a management trainee in Bajaj Auto and worked for about 20 years in various companies, primarily in the marketing function. Now, when you're in the marketing function, you are performance oriented. So it's very important that that you bring in this culture in academics. Academic is not just about imparting knowledge today. It's imparting the knowledge which will ensure that the students get placed. That means when knowledge is imparted, it's important whether the student is learning, whether the student is receiving it well and developing the necessary skills. So again, performance comes in. So when performance in real world skills, okay, one part is getting the marks. The marks is one method of assessing the academic potential of a student. But when the student gets into the real world, the corporate world evaluates him from his performance point of view. If he's a marketing person, how he's performing as a marketing professional. So my decades of experience, what I ensure is that what is required in the corporate world, okay, is being imparted. Now, one part is what the professors are giving. The other part is, supplementing it with guest lectures, seminars, case studies, internships, more and more internships, so that you take them as closer to the corporate world as much as possible, getting the performance culture and ensuring that the students are ready to face targets. Target culture is very, very important. Most youngsters, move away from targets. They're very target shy because they feel that, we just should have good white collar jobs, and target oriented is only what salespeople do it. Our job of everybody, we're all marketing persons in some way or the other. So getting that marketing culture in a B school is very, very important. And that is a performance culture, and that is a corporate culture. That is a result-oriented culture.
Right, sir. So you did mention how it is important for the student to be actually industry ready and over and above just the theoretical knowledge. So how does the curriculum of Pune Business School ensure that the practical learning and implementation of the academic knowledge that are relevant to the real world is happening?
The curriculum, as I said earlier, the fundamentals of management remain the same. Okay, whether even strategic management remains the same. Even today, Chanakya Niti, that is art of statecraft and strategic management, those principles can still be applied today. The only thing, the environment has changed. So the application of that knowledge into the current environment, that is what we need to keep upgrading. Business models are changing. Businesses are changing. Business environment is changing. So we need to incorporate those part of the curriculum in the new curriculum that we are going to impart to the students. Let us not scare away the students by changing, by saying that things are changing. What is taught in colleges are not relevant anymore. Now, I think that would be a wrong statement. Colleges are imparting theory, and theory is what? Theory is theorizing practice. So theory is what has happened in the corporate world. So it is theorizing practice. Okay. So it is imparting knowledge in a very concise form to the student what exists in the practical world. So theory is not fiction. Okay. So saying that what is taught in the colleges is theory would also be wrong. So what we as college professors should do is we should give the confidence to the students that we are incorporating whatever is happening in the corporate world. We're adding it every year. And the most important thing, the third part of the curriculum is to create dynamism among the students. And by telling them that we in a business school teach you how to learn. How to learn is what is taught. Okay, nobody is an expert. Okay, models are changing every 5 years. The products are changing. The businesses remain the same. The companies remain the same. The products keep changing. The services keep changing. So the third part of the curriculum is bringing in dynamic individuals and making students very dynamic so that they are able to face the corporate world and become corporate warriors and able to, to challenge many face in the future.
Right, sir. So, when you first came to Pune Business School, what was your vision for the institute? You've been here for a while, so how would you say this vision has changed over the years, and how far along are you in implementing this vision?
Vision is to create industry-ready managers. Okay, industry-ready managers with the knowledge and skills that are required for them to perform, for them to excel, and for them to bring any changes that are required in their company. This is the vision, and this will always remain so in all, and we will, we'll follow this vision forever.
Right, sir. So in today's corporate world, competition is so high and things are changing so fast, so dynamically. How do you guide your students to survive in such a competitive scenario?
Competition will increase, competition will decrease, competition will always be there. What we teach the students is you become 1% better every day, 1% better. You keep on improving yourself. Okay, you keep on improving yourself. Now you're the product that the corporates are going to buy. Your skills are what the corporate are going to buy. So upgrade yourself every day. Okay, if you are version 1 in the year 2021, when you go to pass out in 2023, make yourself version 2.0. Okay, when you're going to become 2.0, you should be industry ready. Just a second, we'll just delete this part.
So just a second. So today's corporate and industry is so competitive and things are changing at such a fast pace. With the competition so high, how do you guide your students to survive in such a competitive nature?
Right. Competition will always be there and it will keep increasing. The opportunities are increasing. The challenges are also increasing. Okay. 30 years back, by far there were few opportunities and the challenges were also very few. But today, we have to look at it very positively. So many new businesses are coming. What the students need to do, and what we teach in our college every day is upgrade yourself every day. Upgrade yourself. Your version 1 today, you have to define that you're going to be version 2 years from today. You have to upgrade your models. New models are coming in the market, for iPhones. So you're also a product that the companies are going to buy. So upgrade yourself every day. So learning is continuous. Learning is not going to be once and for all. Learning is going to be continuous every year and every day. So upgrade yourself. And that's how you're going to face your competition. Don't worry so much about competition. Get better and better and better every day. That is the only insurance for you to face this competition.
Right, sir. In your opinion, what do you think are the biggest challenges that are being faced by the education sector as a whole currently?
I would speak about the B school sector, the business school sector. See, what is generally seen is students are focused on placements, which is very important. But one should understand that one should train ourselves to become employable, to become placeable, to develop the necessary skills. The first job definitely is important, but let us not get into the race of placements only. The first job, the highest paying job, okay? One should look at it from a more long-term perspective of how do I develop my career, okay? There are certain sectors which initially do not pay you well, but they have got long-term growth. We need to select sectors accordingly. Let us not be very short-sighted. And somewhere we as professors have to play a role in ensuring that the students do not get into the race of placements only. The second thing to get over this first problem is building the enterprise culture among the student community. Enterprise, not necessarily for them to start an venture right away. Maybe they start up 5 years from today, 3 years from today, 10 years from today. That is an individual decision, okay? But the most important thing is having an entrepreneurial culture. Being an enterprising manager is very important, and that is what corporates look at. So, B schools as such should make the students generally ready to face the corporate world with functional skills, which are very, very important, and some sectorial skills, so that he is immediately able to acclimatize himself with a particular sector and he gets off the block on a firm footing.
Right, sir. So before we wind up this interview, are there any suggestions or any piece of advice that you would like to give to the current youth and to the aspiring students?
I think students today who are about 20 years old, 21 years old, I would say, you're fortunately born at the right time when India is developing rapidly. India is a dominant player. India is one of the youngest country. India is one of the largest democracies. We have got a fantastic system. India is a world by itself. Opportunities are tremendous. These kind of opportunities never existed in the past. India is a dominant nation today. A nation that is well respected. We got great leadership at the center. Many corporate leaders worldwide are emerging from India. This was never the scenario in the past. So as an Indian, one can walk with his head high, whether you're in London, whether you're in New York, whether you're in any country in the world, you can walk with your head high. This is the respect that an Indian is getting. Competition is increasing. I don't think you should be worried about competition. I don't think you should be worried about the uncertain environment. You should take confidence in one part. 135 crores is our population. About 100 crores live in the small towns and in the villages of this country. For them to come into development is going to be 2 decades from today. So on that one part, you got about 35 crore people who live in the developed India and 100 crore who live in the developing or undeveloped India. Now that 100 crore in the process of development is the opportunity. The process of development is opportunities. Okay. So if they are lack of housing, if they have lack of good products, that's the opportunity. So you need to look at everything extremely positively. We've got fantastic colleges coming up all over the country, very good teachers, good industries coming up everywhere. We look at a great, glorious future. And I think if you are trying to apply to any of the B schools today, I think it's excellent time. Do apply, and all the best wishes to you in your career, and God bless you.
Wonderful, sir. So once again, thank you so much for sparing your valuable time towards this initiative. I'm sure that the thoughts that you've shared today on this platform will be deeply motivational and aspirational to students past, present, and future. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.